Hi everybody, thank you so very much for joining me today. My name is Sharon and I am here with Fanny. And we're here to go over another greeting circle with you, share another greeting circle with you for our Frog Street Pre-K curriculum. But today's greeting circle is a little bit different because we are officially finished with our whole yearly curriculum. We've done all of the themes, so now we have a special opportunity to go back and to revisit some of the themes that we really, really loved before we launch into our summer programming, which of course is called Discovery Zone. So for this week, we thought we would revisit a theme that was all about traditional tales. We kind of linked it up a little bit with our preschool Frog Street 3's program, and they talked about the little red hen this week. But this week, we are going to be talking about a mixture of different traditional tales. Not the little red hen, but some other exciting stories. A very fun story we have picked out for our second circle this week. So let's just showcase our word of the week. It's a longer one, but that's okay. It is traditional. Traditional. Can you guys guess what traditional means? Traditional means things that are done over time, things that are repeated, different habits or different celebrations or different customs, ways of doing things that are special for different families. That is what a tradition is. So things like birthday cakes, different ways of celebrating the different holidays you may have in your families, those would be traditions. And when we talk about tales being traditional, what we mean is that they are so old, they have been shared by our grandparents, our great-grandparents. They've become a tradition. So they have been repeated over time and celebrated by children over the ages. So that is our wonderful word of the week, traditional. Let's put that down here and we'll keep it safe there. Okay, Fanny? Now, Fanny, do you remember some names of traditional tales? Do you remember? Yeah, we talked about a few of them. Yeah. Goldilocks and the Three Bears is one of them. How about Jack and the Beanstalk? Yeah, that's one of them. What about the story about the Billy Goats? Do you remember that one? Yeah, the Three Billy Goats Gruff. That is also a traditional tale. There's also lots of different traditional nursery rhymes too, right? Little Miss Muffet, the Aintsy Weensy Spider. Those are traditional nursery rhymes. Yeah. So traditional means most of us have heard them because they're so custom. They're repeated over time. Okay. Do you remember what we're going to talk about or what we're going to sing for our greeting circle? Do you remember the name of it? Yes. So if we think about Goldilocks and the Three Bears as being a traditional tale, do you remember? Yeah. We thought we would do a uniting song that involves the topic of bears. So should we do it together, Fanny? 1, 2, 3. Grizzly bears are big and brown, big and brown, big and brown. Grizzly bears are big and brown and live in the woods. Polar bears are soft and white, soft and white, soft and white. Polar bears are soft and white and live where it's cold. Teddy bears are just my size, just my size, just my size. Teddy bears are just my size to cuddle with at night. That's a good one. And as a special treat, I have a teddy bear. that I'm going to grab. And this teddy bear is also very old, and this dress that this teddy bear is wearing was actually my dress that I wore when I was a teeny tiny baby. So this teddy bear fits very well on Fanny's lap, and Fanny can hold her just right. Good job, Fanny. So for our calming strategies, I'm just going to point out again some of our favorites here. The eye rest. I like to close my eyes, close out the world, and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And that helps me quiet my mind, calm any emotion I might be having, and just take a moment. And that deep belly breath in of oxygen really helps to let me take a break and to let me reset my body and restart. But since we're talking about bears, I thought that we could do a little bit of a bear growl calming strategy. Are you ready? Can you help me, Fanny? Let's pretend to growl like a bear. Take a deep belly breath in. Let me hear you growl. Grrr. And a deep belly breath out. Ready to do that again? Deep belly breath in. Grrr. And that really does the same thing. You're getting that deep breath in and that deep breath out. And that really helps. Okay. So our connecting strategy. Oh, you know what, Fanny? I'm going to get you to come sit on my lap. I'm going to put our teddy bear down just for a moment because I want you to help me with this one. This is the part where we wish everybody well. We haven't seen many of our friends, many of our teachers, many of the people that work at our childcare centers and our schools. So we want to take this opportunity to say we miss you and we wish you well. And we're going to see you soon. Many of us are starting to come back very slowly, and then we'll be able to connect with you in person. And remember what our saying is, though? We're going to give each other air hugs, even when we see you in person, until it's safe to give bear hugs. So air hugs, take a great big pile of air and bring it to you. Air hugs until bear hugs. But let's sing our song, okay, Fanny? We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. We miss everybody and we hope everybody is well. So we have a connecting strategy, though, that you can teach your moms or dads or family members at home. And again, because we kind of are talking about bears that are embedded in our stories, in our traditional tales, we thought we would do this connecting strategy that involves honey, because we all know that bears really like honey. So can you teach your family members this? You take your fist like this. Here is the beehive, but where are all the bees? Hidden away where no one can see. Watch and listen, and you will see them come out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right, let's do it again. Here is the beehive, but where are all the bees? Watch and listen, and you will see. They'll come right out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buzz, buzz, buzz. And then they can go and land on you. And remember that part of our connecting strategy? Buzz, 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 buzz. When you're doing it with a family member, someone you're allowed to be close to, buzz, 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 buzz. You can make them land on different parts of you. to get a little tickle and to have a little moment of laughter and enjoying each other's company for a moment. And that's just a nice way of connecting, just like hugs are. Right, Fanny? It's nice to get a hug from a family member. I agree. So we do have a morning message again this week. You guys remember what we do at our morning messages, right? We do some clapping of syllables and we tap the words out, right, Fanny? So listen to the morning message for this week. It is called The Three Bears, or pardon me, it goes like this. The three bears sat on chairs while the happy hares jumped to their lairs. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of words that sound the same. It's not a morning message we've heard before because we made it up special for this week. Let's hear it one more time. The three bears sat on chairs while the happy hares jumped to their lairs. So we should remind everybody to make sure that everybody knows that hares is another word for a big rabbit. They're called hares. So that's why they're jumping, and they're jumping to their lairs. Thank you, Fanny, for reminding me of that. Okay, so let's clap out the syllables. The three bears sat on chairs while the happy hares jumped to their lairs. So only one word has more than one syllable, and that was happy. Let's tap out the words now, Fanny. You ready? The three bears sat on chairs while the happy hares jumped to their lairs. That's right. Okay. That's a long sentence to print out. Let me see if I can. I might need help from you because it is the longest morning message that I think we've done. And there's a lot of rhyming words in it. Let's write it out. The three bears sat on chairs while the happy hares, oh my goodness, this is so long, jumped to their lairs. And lairs is like another word for a den or a cozy hideaway where different animals might live. Okay, I've uppercased my T there because it's the start of the sentence, and there's a period at the end of this sentence. And then we read from left to right. Okay, but I want to ask you about rhyming words. Can you hear rhyming words in there? The three bears sat on chairs while the happy hares jumped to their lairs. Let me underline them. Bears, chairs, hares, lairs. So rhyming words all end with the same sounds, but their beginning sounds are all different. So bears start with B, chairs have a ch sound, hares has a h sound, and lairs has an L sound, a L. Bears, chairs, hares, and lairs. 4 rhyming words in this very long morning message. Good job, you guys, for pulling out those rhyming words. That was tricky. Okay, Miss Fanny. Should I pull out the commitment board? Let's just have a look. These are some you are used to. Big voice, helping hands, listening ears, kind words. And then here are also some we've been using too. Thoughtful choices, helping hands, listening ears, sharing, walking feet, big voice, and gentle hands. So, for me, I know that Fanny and I had a little talk, didn't we, Fanny? And one thing that Fanny was going to focus on this week was helping hands. And one thing that is very, very, very important right now that we could do with our hands to be helpful is to make sure that we are washing them a lot. When we first arrive at our daycare or our schools in the morning, before and after we eat, whenever we have to touch our face or blow our noses or anything, we need to wash our hands. Whenever we come in from outside, we have to wash our hands. So by making sure that we are being very helpful in washing our hands, we're helping everybody else because that means we're not spreading germs. We're washing those germs off of our hands and keeping our friends and our family members very, very safe. So I know that that was what Fanny wanted to commit to again this week. But I usually like to show you some of the photos of Fanny's siblings in here. So there's Lily. And we're really, really teaching Lily right now how to make thoughtful commitments, how to be helpful and kind. There's Fernando. And Fernando is making thoughtful choices this week. He's going to think about ways to be helpful. There's Max. And Max is still focused on making people laugh and making people smile. And here's Fanny. And Fanny, the commitment you want to make still is helping hands, right, Fanny? Okay. So I'm going to put Fanny safely in the safekeeper box. I'm going to close it and showcase everybody is safe inside. And I am going to commit to helping my family members feel loved, make sure that they're safe and healthy and happy. And that is my commitment. Okay, now we have a little bit of a goodbye song too, don't we, Fanny? It's kind of a funny one, again, along the lines of bears, because the traditional tale that we want to talk about this week involves bears. So let's sing it, okay, Fanny? Are you ready? Grr, grr, went the big brown bear one day. Grr, grr, went the big brown bear. Grr, grr, went the big brown bear one day. And they all went grr, grr, grr. But we know that big brown bears go huggy, 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 huggy. Big brown bears go huggy, 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 when they want to say goodbye. Good job, Fanny. Bye, friends. And here's a big kiss from Fanny. Mwah. Bye for now.